Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for joining me for a class today. Now I have got a 10-minute Pilates class that's all about our glutes, our hips, our lower body. We're going to just do a lovely little short side-lying section of Pilates that really targets the bottom portion of our body. I really feel this all throughout my hips and my glutes while I film this, so I hope you do too. This does go a little slower, but that does not mean it's not challenging. Usually, if you've been doing Pilates for any time, you know that slow in Pilates usually means, ooh, it's actually a little harder. So this is a good one for all levels. Beginners can jump in, but my more advanced students, you should feel quite a workout as well. It's a great class to tack on if you want a little more oomph right there. It's also a good one if you're just not in the mood for a long period on your mat. Nice and short 10-minute class we go. Roll out your mat and let's get started. Okay friend, we are going to start lying on our side, so take a moment to arrive on your mat. And I have my hand underneath my head. If that feels uncomfortable, you can lay in a different way. You could even grab a blanket or a small pillow and kind of prop your head up if that feels more comfortable for your neck. But I really want us to think about having a long line in our spine right here. Now it's easy for us to kind of collapse over down into the ground with our side tummy. But if you've taken classes with me before, you know I like to think about having a belt around the small of my waist where it's cinching in, activating our tummy muscles. And then I also, especially when I'm lying on my side, think about someone looping their finger underneath that belt and physically pulling up. So it's like I'm trying to make space between my side tummy and the ground. Now you might not actually have space between your tummy and the ground, and that's fine. But it's that feeling of wrapping your oblique, those muscles on the side of our body, kind of inward, holding everything nice and tight. Now, your hand can come to your hip. It could stay on the ground. You could even reach it up to the sky if you want to. I'm going to keep my hand on my hip today, pointing my elbow to the sky. I'll begin by cinching the waist just a little bit more, activating those abdominal muscles, taking a big inhale, big breath out. And I want you to begin to turn on your glutes, especially our top glute. For me, that's my left side. If you're on the other side, no big deal. But begin to activate the glute and continue to turn on your abdominal muscles a little bit more. Take a big inhale and just pick your whole leg up. Now, I'm not trying to lift it up as high as I possibly can. I'm just kind of bringing my knee in line with my hip. So when it was down touching my other knee, they're kind of knocking inward almost. But now I lift it up so it's in line. And as I do that, I then carry my knee in front of my hip. Notice, as you brought your knee right in front of your hip, did your side tummy collapse down onto the ground? Can you keep picking it up and away? Flex your lifted foot. Take an inhale, straighten your leg away from your body. Exhale, pull the knee back in. Inhale, straighten the leg away from the body. Exhale, pull it back in. Now, as you straighten and bend your leg, envision that there's peanut butter all around you. Push your foot through the peanut butter and then pull the knee back up. As we think about that resistance that the peanut butter would create, keep your muscles working hard. Each time I straighten my leg, I squeeze my thigh butt. Each time I bend my knee, I trim my waist a little bit more, continuing to pull my side tummy up away from the ground. One more time, push the foot away and pause. Now, is there tension in your neck? Can you smile a little bit? Can we enjoy ourselves while we work out? Think about someone standing at the edge of your mat, holding on to your ankle and pulling your ankle away from your body. At the same time, reach the top of the head further towards the opposite direction so you're growing as long and straight as you possibly can through the side of your body. Now, 5 times, all I want us to do is rotate our leg open, kind of pointing your knee and toes up to the sky, and then rotate it back to parallel, knees and toes pointing forward. Now, while I am cueing and telling you to think about rotating the knees and the toes, those body parts are only moving because the top of your femur, the top of your thigh bone, is moving inside the ball and socket joint of your hip. So really, it's that rotation of your inner thigh open and then the rotation of it back to its starting spot. Once or twice more, you got this. If you don't do exactly 5, it's really not the end of the world. But take the toes back to parallel and pause. Flex your foot more, send your heel away, pull your toes up, knit the ribs together. Take an inhale, lift your foot up to the sky. Exhale, pull the toe back down. Inhale, lift your foot up to the sky. Exhale, pull the toe back down. 2 more, up and down. Last one, up and down. Pause. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, pull your knee back to its starting place. Can we bicycle our leg around? So I'm going to straighten my leg forward, push it down to that place we've already been, and then bend, pulling it up. Circle the foot down and around and pull it up. As you circle the foot, pretend there's a little table or a little ledge that your ankle and your knee are just grazing across. So I'm not trying, or I'm trying as hard as I can anyway, not to let my knee or my ankle fall down or kind of lift higher to the sky. I'm keeping it in the same plane of motion the entire time I circle it down and around. Now this time, reverse. So I'm going to push, pull it forward, circle it in. Push, kick it forward, pull it in. Think about your oblique muscles. Is it falling into the ground? Or are you still lifting up and away from the floor? Let's do one more in this direction. Pause. Bring the legs back together. Give yourself a little pat. Wiggle anything out we want to. Slowly push yourself up to a seat, and we'll move to our other side. Take your time arriving on your mat in our opposite direction and find your little sideline position. Decide where you're going to keep your hand. Like I said, I'm going to keep mine on my hip. That gives me some awareness of what's happening to my hips. We want both stacked, one on top of each other. Knit the ribs, pull the low belly in. Start to activate your top glute. You can think about squeezing that thigh butt connection point, or thut, as I say. And then when you're ready, pick up your knee once more so it's in line with your hip. Not down, not up, just in that right spot. Give your foot a flex and then bring the knee up right in front of your hip. So it's right at that lovely little 90-degree angle there. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, pull it in. Now push and pull through your imaginary peanut butter, keeping all of the muscles in our legs working so hard. Now, while our low body is working very, very hard, I hope there's no tension through your face, through your chest, through your shoulders. Those spots should be long and open and broad, not kind of crunching in. Once or twice more, push, squeeze the thigh, and then pull, bring it back. Inhale, straighten, squeeze your thigh butt connection. Exhale, tone your tummy, bring the knee back up. This time, straighten and pause. Stretch long from your heel, through your side body, out the top of your head. Flex the foot more and begin a rotation. Rotate open, rotate closed. Rotate open, rotate closed. A few more, just like that. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Once or twice more. And then bring it back to parallel and pause. Do we need to focus on anything in particular? Maybe for you, it's drawing the ribs in. Maybe it's lengthening through the low back. Maybe it's keeping that relaxed feeling or a smile across your face. Lift your foot and then pull it back down. As much as we can, we're maintaining that parallel position, not finding any sort of internal or external rotation, just a nice, gentle parallel. Your knee, your toes are pointing forward. Once or twice more, just like that. And now this next time, bring it down, take a big inhale, exhale, pull the knee forward. Let's begin our little bicycles. Take the foot down and around, pull it up. Take the foot out and around, and then pull it up. We can still think about moving through peanut butter. To move through something so thick, so sticky, would be very challenging. It would be hard for us to swim or bicycle our leg around, and that's why I'm imagining that, so I can keep those muscles working the entire time as I circle and carry my leg. Let's go one more in this direction, and then reverse. Kick it forward, pull it in, push it away. Kick it forward, pull it in, push it away. Wonderful job. Keep going at your own pace. No hurry, no rush whatsoever. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And then hold there. Take a great big breath. Pull it in. Drop it down. Give yourself a little pat. Slowly push yourself up to a nice, easy seat. Take a pause, sit taller, sit straighter, big deep inhale, easy sigh out, and a big pat on the back. Thank yourself for joining me for a quick little workout. I hope we're feeling stronger, a little happier, and I cannot wait to see you again.